Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a special Tuesday version of Noodles at Noon. Whoa. Hi, it's the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. Hi, it's me, your host, who apologizes if there's any buzzing sounds in the background of my microphone. It is very hot outside, and I have many various fans running, and no, I'm not going to turn them off. Hi, it's me, it's Ben, and we're joined, as always, by a man who is a famous video game YouTuber now. He has a full-length 8-year-long series coming out on YouTube, featuring him and another one of our friends. It's Noah.
And it's not even on my YouTube channel. It's on our good friend of the show, Michael's. So go check that out at youtube.com/Logan Paul.
Yep. Actually, it's youtube.com/ let me actually make sure I get it right. It is, actually. It's youtube.com/C for channel /Nix and Mix. That's NICZANDMIKZ. Nix and Mix. It's Michael. I think you said it was Michael. But yeah, it's Michael's YouTube channel. It's Noah and Michael doing a video game that I was not invited to play.
Getting some serious marriage counseling.
Yeah.
It's like marriage counseling the video game, and it's really awesome. It was really like probably the best game I will play this year. It was a really good game.
Was it a good game? Marriage counseling?
Yeah, it fixed our marriage.
You and Michael's marriage?
Yeah.
Okay,
we learned so much about each other and learned how to cooperate and work together. And
what was your favorite thing you learned about Michael during the process of doing It Takes Two?
Probably that he never stops singing, ever. He really wants me to make a mashup. And the series, it is like probably 16 hours long across all of his YouTube videos. He sings like every 5 minutes a new song. So probably not only that he sings, but that he has a new song to him who sits on. Yeah, just like Michael, or just like Ben. Who are you? Mercy. But they were all different songs too. So I think just like the knowledge that he has for particularly 80s music, even beyond Michael Jackson. Like I knew he was a Michael Jackson guy, but he knows a little bit of everything.
Well, the first song the first video is titled Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, which is an 80s song. A great 80s song. One of my favorite 80s songs by Journey.
I think maybe every video title will just be the name of an 80s song.
That wouldn't surprise me. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Noodles at Noon. You can catch us anywhere podcasts are available, like our website, noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Or anywhere else, like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Anchor, and coming to you live this week from the fireworks that will continue to ring out across your neighborhood and your neighborhood only for the next 3 weeks. I noticed something, and what I noticed is that the same people who set off fireworks like a week in advance and then 3 weeks after the 4th of July are the same people who tell me that I can only listen to Christmas music like the week of Christmas.
Really? You think there's a lot of crossover there?
I think there's a lot of crossover between the people who never stop setting off fireworks and the ones that get angry at me for listening to Christmas music. And let me tell you, one is way more distracting and annoying than the other. And it's my Christmas music, but fireworks are also kind of loud.
Yeah, they're both holiday nuisances in their own way. At least Christmas music is legal.
It is.
Where we live.
Would you rather have to live with me as I listen to Christmas music or have your neighbor setting off fireworks like continually?
Well, I don't know if you picked that up on the mic, but there's like some severe thunder going on outside right now. I was in a neighborhood last night that was having a lot of fireworks set off. And I guess every year I'm just kind of baffled because I'm such a law-abiding citizen that if I see a sign that says, hey, there's $1,000 fine if we catch you with a sparkler, minimum. I'm just not going to mess with it. But apparently a lot of the neighbors in this neighborhood I was in last night disagreed.
Well, the person in our neighborhood who sets off the most illegal fireworks is a police officer.
Really?
So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's not good.
Well, yeah. If I call the cops, it's just going to go to him.
See, this is what power does. Absolute power. It corrupts a whole lot from what I hear.
It corrupts absolutely. as
like
the
quite a
saying
bit.
goes.
Absolute power corrupts quite a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where you can check out our podcast. As you can tell, Noah and I are very excited for the 4th of July. We're recording this on the 4th of July. And Noah, you already celebrated the 4th of July? Did you go past the international date line and come back, or?
Yeah, I can tell you what we did for 4th of July, because we did. I mean, I took the day off and Jesse had the day off, so we decided to take advantage of it. We did what a lot of other people do when they have an extra day off for rest and relaxation. We went and sweat and worked real hard and climbed a mountain and exerted ourselves physically quite strenuously, which is what a lot of people tend to do when they don't have to be doing that. So it's funny how that works. But we climbed to the top of a mountain, a notable mountain in our area that has a large letter on it that no longer represents the college sports team that is in our town.
Mount Denali.
Yes.
Formerly known as Mount McKinley.
Yeah, they changed. Wait, really? Did they change it? Or are you just making stuff up?
No, I don't know if it's Denali. But they did change the name of it. Obama did.
Thanks, Obama. Thanks for that. That was good.
Thanks, Obama.
But we drove to the top, or we hiked to the top of this mountain to eat a picnic lunch, which was really nice and really fun. And surprisingly, there was no one else up there. So it was just us, like all by ourselves. But we got to look out over like a road that kind of goes along our reservoir. And there were so many American flags, like Jeeps with American flags on the back. There were a ton of motorcycles with American flags in the back. And I guess Jesse and I just realized we are not very patriotic because we had nothing American on our persons.
Yeah, I already told you I'm wearing my most patriotic shirt, and it's a Team USA Olympic shirt. And that's my most patriotic shirt.
That's still pretty patriotic.
I could get my t-shirt that says Haiti is great already and wear that one instead. But no, I probably shouldn't. Yeah,
I don't think I own anything. Well, okay, so this is interesting because the most patriotic people, or there are definitely people who really respect the American flag and are very particular about, like, you take your flag down when it rains, or you take your flag down in the evening and things like that. There are people that are very particular and
yes.
treat it almost like a religious object or something.
Yes.
But did you know that in the rules or the laws for carrying a flag, you are not supposed to use the American flag in any kind of marketing or promotional material or on any clothing or accessories?
Yeah, it's also never meant to be flown horizontally like they do at sporting events.
Are you serious? I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
So I think we just kind of pick and choose which American flag traditions we care to respect, because like I see a lot of people with American flag, button up shirts with
I've seen so many
flag.
today.
Yeah. And according to the original laws or rules, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, no. I'm breaking the rules of the flag by wearing this Team USA shirt that has a flag on it.
I want to look up the rules for the flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever. So like when you get the furniture store ad that has the American flag on it.
Yeah.
Like you're technically not supposed to do that. That's like disrespectful.
Welcome to our 4th of July special where we 4th of July. Talk about all the ways you're using the American flag wrong.
Because we care so deeply. Okay, this is the flag should never be used as a decoration. Well, what is a flag if not a decoration?
It's only used for war. To identify war. I don't know. The flag should never be carried flat or horizontally, but always aloft and free.
I like to be aloft and free.
The flag should never be fastened, displayed, used, or stored so that it might be easily torn, soiled, or damaged in any way. The flag should never be used as a covering for a ceiling. The flag should never have anything placed on it. The flag should never be used for any advertising purpose, just what we said. The flag should never touch anything beneath it, such as the ground floor, water, or merchandise. The flag should never be displayed with the Union stars down unless as a signal of dire distress. The flag should not be dipped to any person, including government officials, even the president.
Whoa. That's pretty cool, I guess. Or something. That's pretty something.
I will say there is an Ace Hardware right by our where I live, and it has an official American flag disposal box. It's kind of like a post office box, but you just put any damaged or whatnot American flags into it, and they dispose of them correctly. Because
what is
there
the
are
proper way to dispose of a flag?
Oh, let me tell you, because it's right below the other thing I just read. When a flag is in such condition that it's no longer a fitting emblem, which who knows which point that is, it should be destroyed in a dignified and ceremonious fashion, preferably by burning.
Whoa,
most American
that doesn't
Legion
seem dignified. That seems like the opposite of dignified.
Yeah, we must ceremoniously and dignifiedly dispose of our flag, throw it in a dumpster, and burn it. Most American Legion posts will conduct an annual ceremony, often on Flag Day, June 14th, to retire old or worn flags. Contact your local chapter if you're blah, blah, blah. You can also ask your local Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts troops about retiring your flag. Let me tell you, they don't know.
They're like, what? Why are you talking to us?
Why do you want us to
sell you cookies?
Do this?
This is interesting. Okay, I've learned a lot today about the American flag. Do you own an American flag? We don't own an American flag.
There's a small chance there's one in this room somewhere. I owned one at one point in my life.
And then he burned it properly, the proper way.
When I say I owned one, I mean like I owned one of the tiny ones they give you at parades.
Oh, yeah, like the little plastic pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Talking about parades, the flag should not be displayed on a float except from a staff, nor draped over the hood, top, or sides or back of a vehicle.
Yeah, I just like this says every item of apparel that people are wearing that has an American flag on it, be it shirt, shorts, bikini, hat, technically all of it is in violation of the flag code.
My American flag bikini is definitely in violation of something.
And we'll post a picture of that on noodlespodcast.com to see Ben in his flag bikini.
Noodlespodcast.com. When the flag is displayed on a vehicle, the staff should be fixed firmly to the chassis, not to the outside of the car.
What?
To the chassis.
Huh. Interesting. Well, okay. Send us your fun flag tips to noodlespodcast at AOL.com. So, Ben, What about your day? We talked about my 4th of July. What about yours?
Yeah, so I went golfing with Michael today, as everyone wants to. Michael has to turn down so many people to go golfing with him, just because they're lining up out the door.
He's like the new Phil Mickelson.
He is Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson.
Mickelson Phil. That's his new name. And so we went to the driving range. I believe I'm going golfing with you today when this podcast comes out.
Yes, I'm excited. I haven't been golfing in years.
I've booked us a tee time. Michael and I are getting a cart. You can walk.
Yes. If I bring some roller skates, can I like grab onto the back?
No, that is not allowed.
Well,
after we get done talking about flag etiquette, we're going to start talking about golf etiquette.
You know, I do need to know some golf. What do I wear? What's a traditional golfing outfit on a Tuesday afternoon?
Let me just say, we talked about this in last week's podcast, the last podcast we did. The golf course that we are golfing at, no one cares. Nobody cares. You could wear whatever you wanted to. You could wear your American flag bikini, and no one would care.
Ooh, I'll think about it. Okay.
When Michael and I were there, we saw a lot of people wearing American flag bikinis, and that was all they were wearing.
It's kind of a thing, yeah.
Just kind of a thing. But no, I'll teach you all the golf etiquette stuff. So I did that today. Hung out, and we're gonna go over to my brother's family. I am my brother's family. We're gonna go over to my brother's house as a family, and we're gonna spend time there for fireworks and whatnot. But
are you gonna set off? How many illegal fireworks did you guys purchase?
Absolutely none.
Yeah, okay,
or,
but off the record.
or 50, if you really want to know.
0 to 50, it's in that range.
It's between 0 and 50. It's closer to 0.
It is 0.
It is, in fact, 0. But I did this week go to the National Speedway that is near where we live in Fairbanks, Alaska, the Alaska National Speedway. From the first time I've ever been to a motorsport race, which I like motorsport racing. I watch it sometimes on TV. I play it in video games. It's a good old time. But this was the first time I actually went to an official sanctioned, well, maybe sanctioned, an official race that was being put on. And one of the funniest things that happened was while I was there, the whole time they're like, hey, we have this event coming up, and stay tuned because we have the greatest fireworks show in northern insert state here, and you're not going to want to miss it. So it comes time for the greatest fireworks show in the northern part of our state. And the fireworks show starts, and it goes for about 10 minutes, and then it just stops. And then there's like nothing going on for about 5 minutes. And then the guy comes over to the loudspeaker and is like, well, was that a great show? Sorry, we had to cut it a bit short. We set something on fire. But we're going to move on for the rest. I was like, oh, good.
Okay.
That's the exact reason fireworks are illegal where we live. We just hang out setting things on fire.
It's in the name, fireworks.
Yeah,
and fire
it literally
does work.
means
It works to destroy forests.
That's what fireworks do. It works. But yeah, so that was a good time. But the race was cool. It was called the King of the Wing. And the cars that were racing have a giant wing on them to generate downforce. There was a lot of crashes. They did have one event that was called Pure Stock, which is basically people take like 1975 Chevys and try and turn them into race cars and then crash into each other. So the race that we were in, there was about, or not that I was in, but that was going on for the Pure Stock. There was about 25 cars on the track, and it's not a big track by any stretch of the imagination. And it was a 25 lap race, and it took about 10 minutes to get to lap 23 because they would start the lap and there would be a crash and they would have to stop the lap. And it was literally on lap 24 for like 8 restarts. And this is what I discovered about racing that day, is that if you start a race with too many cars on the track, eventually you'll get down to the number of cars that can be on the track. It just depends on how long it will take. Because
This is
eventually
like
it did get down to like 15.
Are like NASCAR attrition video games where we used to do this a long time ago where one of us would drive and try and win the race and the other person would turn around backwards and try and take out all the other cars. And It's just a war of attrition until you're the only car left. And then it's just you and me and we can come in first and second because everyone else wrecked.
Yeah, so that was the Pure Stock race, and then there was something called Legends, which Legends are my favorite because it was like the body types of old like Ford Model A's and Chevy whatnots from the 20s and 30s, and they were like fiberglass bodies, and they were really, really small because it was like a one-seater thing. But I thought those were really cool. And then I'll send some pictures to Noah to put on the website.
Yeah,
and
that's noodlespodcast.com, by the way.
Noodlespodcast.com. And then there was the King of the Wings, which are super fast. They went around the track in like 13 seconds.
So it's a little faster than the old beat-up Chevys taking each other out.
Yes. But Noah, I have something to talk to you about when it comes to this.
Dear.
Which is, while I was there, I discovered they have a thing called Circle Drag, which is a one-lap drag race that anyone can participate in with the car that they showed up in. And
any car, even a 2013 Dodge Dart Rally E,
especially a 2013 Dodge Dart Rally E.
Yes.
I promise you, if I had any more confidence in the tires that I had on my car at that point, because I really need new tires, if I had gotten new tires before I went to this thing, I would have been there. And I think what we need to do is go to one of these events. I will drive there in my Mazda 3. You drive there in your Dodge Dart Rally E. Both of them are 2013s, by the way.
That's true.
And we'll just find out.
Let's just see what happens. Yeah.
Let's let's just find out whose car is the fastest. It's mine, and who's the better driver? It's me.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on both of those counts. When we were out, Ben and I and Jesse, the three of us got caught in some severe rain the other day.
Oh, that was a good time.
As I was driving home, I came to the realization that like I can't see. Like my eyes are terrible. As I'm driving home, I realized like Jesse had to tell me I was in the wrong lane at one point, like trying to turn left and people were honking at me and I was not in the right lane at all. And I realized like it's dark, it's raining. My eyes are just bad. I can't see.
Your defense,
I'm a terrible driver.
The visibility was poor on that particular night.
So mix that with my human eyes whose visibility are also poor. That's not a good mix.
Good point. But no, we're going to race each other in our cars, and if we crash, we crash.
Dude, I'm so down. I think that sounds awesome.
All right.
And, I mean, we have insurance, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
You might have insurance.
We wreck our cars.
I have the type of insurance that's like, did someone hit your car? Yeah. Okay, here's $5. Did you hit someone's car? Tough luck, bud. That's the insurance I have.
That's some good insurance right there. You have a Mazda 3?
I have a 2013 Mazda 3 Touring Edition.
All right, I'm looking up our max speeds. Oh, they have the same max speed. Both of our 2013s, top speed 130.
I can almost guarantee you my car will go more than 130.
Okay, but now let's compare the 0 to 60. My 0 to 60 is 17 seconds. No, that can't be right.
That cannot possibly be correct because
8.2 seconds. Okay.
2013 Mazda 3.
8.8 is what I'm seeing.
Oh wait, I have the hatchback. See if that changes anything. It won't, but see if it does.
Yeah, it still says 8.8. Well, this other source is 8.1, so it just depends on the driver.
This one says 8.4 with a top speed of 121 miles per hour. So I don't know if anyone's ever bothered to drive a Mazda 3 that fast.
This is when I wish I lived in like Arizona or some place where there are just hundreds of miles of open road that no one is hardly ever on, and that's where you go to like bury bodies and stuff. Like that's the place to go test out the max speed of your car.
They have racetracks around these parts.
Yeah, but can you just show up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
show up,
I'm going to do that.
Pay a fee. You have to make sure there's a doctor there who can turn the other way so he has deniability.
Well, we have Michael.
And then,
Michael will be there.
Oh, that's true. Michael can have deniability.
That sounds great. All right, so we should make this a Patreon incentive. Like if we get to 1,000 subscribers a month on our Patreon, Ben and I will go crash our cars into each other.
Yes. That will be a fun time. Oh, that's 2014. Sorry. Yeah. About 8 seconds on the 0 to 60 time.
Okay. Well, I know your fireworks experience was a little bit disappointing, but I can also tell you that Jesse and I had a very disappointing fireworks experience on Saturday.
Ooh, please fill me in.
Apparently, there are some labor shortages with fireworks companies because our town, the town I live in, which is right next to Ben's town, I don't know what happened, but they moved the 4th of July fireworks show to July 2nd. So it was on Saturday instead of Monday. Yeah, it was inflation.
Because of inflation, they had to have 4th of July on July 2nd.
Well, they said it was supply shortage and labor shortage, but I can't imagine how a supply shortage would mean moving your fireworks show up 2 days. So I'm assuming it was some kind of labor shortage. But Jesse told me like, hey, let's go over to the school across the street, the same school where Brian Stanley and I got into a race with some anonymous BMW. And she showed us this nice little place where we can trespass and jump up on top of a shed, like climb up on top of this little shed over by the school. And then we could just sit on top of the shed and watch the fireworks. And it was a great time. We had a lot of fun climbing up on top of the shed. And we were like right at the time that the fireworks were supposed to start. So we're looking out. It's like probably 10 miles north or something that these fireworks are going off. So they're a ways away, and they're not showing up, and they're not showing up. And we're like, oh, maybe they got canceled. Maybe they're delayed. And then finally I look through one of the trees and I see the littlest hint of a spark. And I realize the fireworks are so low. They're behind these trees that are like a mile away. So you can just kind of see a little bit of a spark. And we could see like a couple of the really high ones that were on the same level as the trees, and everything else was lower than the trees.
Oh, no.
So we climbed back down and started walking home, and we ran into some neighbors who were out in their lawn chairs, like anticipating the show. And we're like, hey, just so you know, show's over. Like, you can't even see it. So we had to disappoint them too, who they were all excited to like wait for the show to start. And we're like, actually the show was happening. It was too far away to hear and it was too low to see. So
that does happen a lot, where it's like, oh, I bet I could see fireworks from miles away. And it's no.
Oh, there's a tree, there's a building, there's a mountain.
That's a lot more localized than you think. It's
yeah, you'd really think. Yeah, it was a little disappointing. But anyway, it's kind of like an allegory for America.
Continue.
I don't know. I feel like people can read into that whatever they want it to be.
Cool. Maybe that's how people dispose of their American flags. They put them in fireworks. That would be a dignified way.
That would be very dignified. Launch it into space and explode it.
I do say, when it comes to fireworks, I appreciate the effort that people and like firework technicians or whatever they are put into trying to make fireworks create certain shapes. I genuinely appreciate the effort, but there's like a 95% chance that the heart that they planned to come out of that firework isn't gonna look like a heart, or it's gonna be upside down, or it's gonna be somehow backwards, or a butt. Or when I was at the race fireworks show, they had ones that supposedly spelled out USA, but it was really like NSA.
They're listening always.
Like, exactly.
You know, Jesse and I were just talking about this today. Like, there are some fields of technology that have evolved so rapidly. Like, think of the first iPhone in 2007, 15 years ago. Like, that thing is an ancient brick compared to the iPhones that we have now that are so advanced and so amazing. But like the fireworks of 100 or even 1,000 years ago, have they really evolved at all? Like, I guess the smiley face. Jesse said, like, I guess the smiley face is the pinnacle of what we can do now. And even that doesn't work out most of the time.
Well, I think there's a very low ceiling. There's a high floor and a low ceiling on firework potential.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you're shooting something into the sky and it's going to blow up. And that's either going to be cool or it's not. And that's it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
I said the future, like the evolution of fireworks is synchronized drones, which is not even fireworks. But that's like the cool thing you can do now is like drone shows with hundreds of synchronized drones. There are a lot of cities doing that.
There are a lot of cities doing that this year.
The only thing you miss is the explosion sound. So you need to have like a cannon also.
Just have the drones explode.
Get like an old pirate ship cannon and launch cannonballs at the drones.
Yes.
That's the perfect combination right there. You get the sound, you get the explosion, you get the excitement, but you also get like, oh look, it's making the Earth out of drones or whatever they did at the Olympics.
I just thought of this, and I have something really important to share. If you're listening to this podcast, and you're the person who goes to fireworks shows and brings a high-powered laser and points your high-powered laser at the clouds, no one thinks you're cool. Like, I appreciate that you enjoy doing that, but just don't bring your laser, man.
They don't? I thought they thought I was so cool.
No, they don't.
That's how I got my first 3 girlfriends. was with
You've
a
had
high-powered
3
laser.
girlfriends?
No.
I think you've had 1 girlfriend and she's now your wife, which is a good ratio.
Yeah, I'm 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah, 1 for 1. Do you have a game for us to play?
I do have a game for us to play. We should throw out a speak pipe question. We haven't asked a speak pipe question in a long time.
Speak pipe question of the week. What's your least favorite thing about America? You can submit your speak pipes to noodlespodcast.com.
And happy birthday, Brian, as our top speak piper.
Oh, yes.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Hang on, back up. Blah, 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 blah. For our speak pipe question of the week, it's not going to be a question, it's a request. Send your happy birthday wishes to Brian from the Journeys of Scientists podcast. I already know that we're going to get a 1 and 30-second long speak pipe from Brian. Wishing himself a happy birthday. But he recently turned 26, so happy birthday, Brian. And happy birthday, America. You can send a speak pipe either about the birth of Brian or the birth of America. Your choice.
Or the death of America. Or the death of Brian.
Okay. Moving on to a game that Noah has prepared for me.
All right. Well, you know it. We all love it. We've played a bunch of This Is Not A games. We've played some This Is Not A Monopoly edition. This Is Not A Pokemon. Ben, how is your crypto portfolio looking these days?
My crypto portfolio?
Yeah.
I sold all my Dogecoin, and I'm kind of concerned because I didn't pay any taxes on it. So
I didn't either, actually. That's a good question.
I might get audited. And when I get audited, they're going to realize that they took way more money from me than they should have.
So I think, Ben and my experience with crypto was last year. We both got very briefly and very shortly into it and then got out of it. And then I think, I'm feeling pretty good about not being in crypto right now. How about you?
Oh, I feel great. The one thing about crypto is that, yes, I own Dogecoin. No, did I ever think it. I bought it as a joke. I never really thought crypto was a thing.
But after Ben bought his first yacht, he was like, all right, I'm all in this. NFTs, baby.
No, that was from GameStop.
Oh, the GameStop rush. That was amazing. Yeah, that's why this podcast is our full-time job now, is because Ben just sponsors us with all of his GameStop winnings.
Sponsored by NordVPN.
But as you know, there are a lot of different crypto coins, and more so every day. Like, people love to just create cryptocurrencies because it's not that hard to do. Like, I think we could set up a Noodles podcast coin if we wanted to.
I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, we could probably scam at least Brian out of it. Get somebody involved. But there are just a ton of these garbage crypto coins that all have weird names, are made for very specific purposes. So I have a list of about 15 coins here, some of them real and some of them fake. And you have to tell me if this is a real cryptocurrency. Are you ready to play?
I am ready to play.
All right. Well, we'll start off strong with DentaCoin, the leading cryptocurrency for dentists.
Oh, this is really one that you can sink your teeth into, isn't it? Are there a lot of real, crypto-y dentists out there? Every dentist I've ever known has to have been an old white dude or an old white dude's daughter.
What? Took over the business, took over the practice?
Yeah, exactly. The dentist that I went to's his daughter took over the dentist business after he retired.
My dentist is a female. The future of dentistry is female. I have a t-shirt that says that.
Do you really?
No.
Oh. I wasn't going to put it past you.
I would make a t-shirt that says that. That's awesome. I'm all for it.
By the time that this podcast come out, you can go to noodlespodcast.com
and
click on the store button and buy The Future of Dentistry is Female. I'm going to go with real. I think that, somewhere hip, like Austin, Texas, there was a dentist that really got into crypto.
Yeah. And you would be correct. Dentacoin is a real crypto. I think, it's just designed for dentists to be able to take and receive payment. There's just, as you'll learn, there are just all these genres of coins with very specific purposes.
Coins.
So we'll continue on to the next one. Selfie coin. We all know Ben loves his selfies.
Oh, I thought you said, sorry, the audio cut out. I thought you said Elfie coin, and I was like,
Elfie coin.
Is it a coin for elves?
It's by the Keebler people. So selfie coin, the disease that kills hundreds of Americans at the Grand Canyon every year. Selfie coin.
It's better than Ligma. Selfie coin. What would be the practical application of having a selfie coin? Like,
you're understanding cryptocurrency now.
But like the dentist thing makes sense because they could like send it between dentists. Like, I'm gonna buy this dental drill from this other dentist for
only 800 dentacoin.
Yeah, but selfie coins. That doesn't make any sense.
You can buy my selfies for only 5 selfie coin.
But that doesn't make any it could be like OnlyFans.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna go with not true. It's not a cryptocurrency.
It is also a real coin. Selfie coin. Well, what about Kodak? Kodak coin. You probably had a Kodak camera at one point, and you probably do not own a Kodak camera anymore. So
if I disappeared for 5 seconds and returned with a Kodak camera, you must eat your words.
Oh, is it like a current one?
I have 5
He's
seconds
leaving.
starting right now.
All right. 1, Missouri. 2, Missouri. 3, Missouri. 4, Okay, we're just going to edit this at this point because it's been 5 seconds. All right, little update. It's been about 20 seconds and he's still not here.
I'm back.
Oh,
I found a
that was
Nikon
perfect. That
Coolpix.
was 5 seconds exactly.
I found a Nikon Coolpix and a hockey puck. Does that count for anything?
Yeah, together that equals like 1 Kodak, I would say.
I have a Kodak camera somewhere. I just don't know where.
Anyway, Kodak coin. In an effort to stay relevant, Kodak has gone into crypto.
I don't think Kodak sells anything other than ink now. And like printer paper. It can't be real. They can't possibly sell a cryptocurrency. They don't do anything techie. It wouldn't make sense.
Well,
I'm gonna go. It's not real.
Ben, you would be wrong. Kodak coin is a real cryptocurrency that they put out a few years ago. I don't think it's done very well. I can't imagine, but this is what people do. Like when blockchain was the buzzword, there were companies just adding blockchain to their name, even though there was no reason for it. They were just like, we'll put the word blockchain into our business and that'll make it better somehow.
It doesn't make sense. It's like when companies just like when really, really old companies just got on social media for the first time. Like when, I don't know, like a retirement home gets a Reddit for some reason. And you're just like, why?
Or TikTok.
You don't need it. Or TikTok. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm leaning towards all of these being real.
All right. Well, yeah. So Kodak coin is real. I think you're 2 for 3 or 1 for 3. I'm 1 for 3. You got Dentacoin right. Yeah. 1 for 3 right now. All right. Let's go with Minion coin, the newest crypto on this list. It was created by Illumination Entertainment to spread awareness for their new film, Minions: Rise of Gru, in theaters July 1st. You excited for that new Minions movie?
In theaters 3 days ago. It's real. It's true. It exists.
Fake. I
No.
made that one up. It does feel real though, right? I tried to make some that, that just feels like a thing. Minions are such a meme already. Why not just throw in a minion coin? And I should clarify, there is a coin called Minion Coin. Pretty much every coin I made up on this list does exist, but it's not like despicable.
Yeah, I'm looking
Me
at it
related.
right now because I looked up Minion Coin. It's an Ethereum and Bitcoin currency on Ethereum's platform. It's a ERC20 token type. It's a utility token located in Singapore.
Ah, that means so much to me.
I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah, I learned so much while researching this list, and a lot of things I didn't want to know. All right, so Ben is 1 for 4. Tuber Coin, both a play on YouTuber and tubers like potatoes. It was created by a group of YouTubers to buy and sell branded merch. Because if you're a YouTuber and you don't got merch, what are you even doing?
Did you say tubers like potatoes?
Yeah, like potatoes are tubers,
I've never heard that before.
It's like a vegetable term. A tuber is a short, fleshy, usually underground stem bearing minute scale leaves. It goes on for a lot longer, but...
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's a type of plant, and a potato is a tuber.
All right, so tuber coin. I'm going to go with... I think you just learned the word tuber from your foraging thing you did the other week, and you just made this up.
Well, you are correct. It is made up. You get the point for that. Yeah, I was going to make it like a YouTube-themed coin, but I couldn't resist a good potato joke.
Oh, yeah.
Had to fit that in there. All right, well, let's talk about a different kind of plant. Ben is 2 for 5. Potcoin, a decentralized banking infrastructure for the legal cannabis industry.
Why not? If the dentists have one.
Ben's shaking his head like he owns some of this. Like he's got a few pot coins lying around.
It's oregano, I swear. No, yeah, I believe this to be true.
That is true. Ben is up in the odds, 3 for 6. So Ben, you're 50-50 so far. Let's talk about Mitcoin, pioneered by McDonald's Russia in 2018. You were able to accrue crypto and then trade them in for Big Macs, fries, and select menu items. The Mitcoin.
So there is a college in South Korea that is currently paying its students every time they poop. And then they can use the cryptocurrency that they use from pooping to buy things at the store.
What?
That they have on campus. I don't know what that has to do with this.
But it was just relevant. You had to bring it up.
Yeah. I mean, Russian McDonald's don't exist anymore.
That's true. So the Mitcoin probably does not anymore.
So the Mitcoin has definitely tanked in value. I'll say it's real. I don't know. Yeah, it's real.
This is made up. This is fake. I am sorry, but the Mitcoin is made up. McDonald's did start accepting Bitcoin a couple of years ago, but only in, I think it was El Salvador. I read an article earlier.
Okay.
So don't get too excited yet, but hopefully Bitcoin will come to your local McDonald's. So you can spend like 0.001 Bitcoin on a Big Mac, or
yeah,
a lot more than that by now. I'm not sure.
How much? Because a Bitcoin is still worth like $15,000.
Yeah, so it's still a lot of money. You can buy a lot of Big Macs with it. This one was inspired by a Burger King Whopper coin that existed for a while. I'm not sure if that one still exists, but all the brands got to get in on it.
What if you could pay with Bitcoin, but you had to use exactly one Bitcoin? You got exactly one Bitcoin's worth of Big Macs every single time.
So do you get just the one Big Mac, or you get the equivalent in Big Mac? So you get like
you
10,000 Big Macs.
You get what you pay for. It's the only way. You we only accept full Bitcoin, so here's 1 million hamburgers.
I just want to know. I've seen that. You've probably seen that article about that guy that paid for, I think it was a pizza with like 10,000 Bitcoin years and years ago. and it was like a huge deal that it was worth, Bitcoin was worth so much that 10,000 of them could buy you a real pizza.
That
And
poor
now
man.
I just think about that guy and that pizza place. I hope that guy, whoever owns that pizza place, hung on to that.
It's a lot of dough. Pizza dough.
That's a good one. All right,
funny.
Let's talk about some personalities. Sometimes people like to kind of throw their name or personality behind a coin, give it some oomph. I think all of these are completely disassociated with the person that they're named after, though. So keep that in mind.
Mike Tyson coin.
Pretty close. We're getting there. We got Trump coin, a coin that aims to, according to its website, integrate itself into the agenda of Donald Trump.
So it's not
whatever that means.
It's trying so hard. That's the equivalent of the YouTuber who's like, make sure you tweet at Mr. Beast so I can be in one of his videos.
That's exactly what it is. It's like when after he got banned from Twitter last year, and like 5 new social medias came out, and everyone was like, oh, this is the one that Trump's going to use. He's using this one. And then another one would pop up another month later and be like, no, he's going to use this one. And then he didn't use like any of them until he started his own.
Yep. What was the one that Parler? Is that what it was?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part was when a bunch of people just started putting Sonic the Hedgehog fan art on, like filling these social medias with Sonic the Hedgehog fan art.
Oh, that's amazing. As
Probably
far
a
as
highlight
the
of
existence
American history.
Exactly. That'll be in history books. As far as Trump coin goes, I'm going to say this a lot. Sure, why not?
Well, sure, why not is working out for you. That is indeed a real cryptocurrency. Aren't you proud?
So proud.
Well, let's talk about another 2016 presidential candidate, President Johnson coin, which is a far less
Gary Johnson coin
kind of name. Yeah, it's also known as Gary coin. It was made for the 2016 presidential candidate Gary Johnson.
You just included this because you know I am a Gary Johnson fanboy. Not for any political reasons, just because I think he's hilarious.
You just like the underdog.
I do.
All
I love
about
the
that
underdog
third party.
It's. I want to say it's not real, but if it is real, okay, it's not
Ben's
real.
investing heavily.
If it is real, I will go buy a Gary coin right now.
Well, Ben, I got to tell you this. It is indeed real. And I mostly put it on this list because I thought you would think that I would think of this coin because I know you like Gary Johnson. So the triple trick, the triple fake out. Yeah, so a Gary coin, it's worth like a fraction of a penny, so you could probably go buy one right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's 0.0005125, which is coincidentally the exact percentage of the vote he got in 2016.
Ah, poor guy. But yes, that one is indeed real. I think you're still at 50-50, I'm pretty sure. But what about some, not political people, but just pop star idol kind of people? Ben, would you buy, and do you believe it's real, a Swiftie coin? Give the gift of this coin to the Taylor Swift lover in your life.
I am the Taylor Swift lover in your life.
That's true.
Me and your sister. Yeah, this exists. Unless you're just pulling my leg again with the whole, I thought you were pulling my leg with the Gary Johnson thing.
Ben, it is not your day. This does not exist.
No.
Taylor wouldn't get behind a cryptocurrency, man. She's not into those scams. She's too good for that.
She didn't even let her music be on Spotify for a long time. So
that's true. I don't think she's gotten into NFTs. Maybe she has. Who hasn't at this point? But Taylor wouldn't sell out. But what about Kanye, or should I say, Coinye?
Oh, Coinye. Well, as a lover of Kanye, you would, if you did love Kanye, you would know that his name is now just Ye.
Or Yeet.
No, it's Ye. just YE. So unless this coin was created before Ye was Yay, then you would know not to call him Coin Yay. However, that is hilarious. But I think you made this one up.
Oh, Ben.
No!
I am winning this game. I think if you get less than 50%, I get to win.
What do you win? I'll buy you a Gary coin.
You can buy me a Gary coin. Add that to my portfolio. Yes, Coinye is a real cryptocurrency, or it was, but it was immediately sued into oblivion by Kanye West, who...
Yep, I just saw that. This was in 2014.
Yeah, so Kanye's lawyers did not let that happen. You can't go using Kanye for the face of your coin without express yay permission. It is 4th of July. So what about AmeriCoin, created by true Americans for true Americans?
Anytime someone says true American, I instantly think they're hiding something. Like, are you sure? It's like that episode of Parks and Rec where Leslie Knope's like, I'm full Pawnee, and then they find out she was born in Eagleton.
Yeah. The more you insist you are something, the more people doubt.
Exactly. So the more that you insist that this coin is real, the more I'm going to tell you that it's not real. No such thing as AmeriCoin.
Ding ding, ding ding. As I say from time to time, ding ding. That is correct.
AmeriCoin Furniture Warehouse.
But Ben, if you'd like to start the AmeriCoin blockchain with me, we can figure that out together.
It says nothing in the how to fly a flag with dignity rules about whether or not you can put American flag on a cryptocurrency.
Yeah, there's not a lot of laws in our original Constitution about crypto.
No. None at all,
fathers
actually.
were not thinking about that. I don't think Betsy Ross, when she was making the flag, was thinking about, like, man, this is going to be on a digital blockchain currency someday. All right, we got just a couple left. You a big Avatar fan?
Which one?
The blue one.
No. However, if we're talking about Last Airbender, also no.
Also no. I tried that one, couldn't get into it. I have yet to watch the blue one. But there is a coin, or maybe there's not, called...
I'm going to say this one's real.
It's called Unobtainium, inspired by the material from the mediocre and forgotten film Avatar. And that's just a little self-assertion there. I don't have
You haven't seen it.
that up. Yeah, I forgot it already. I didn't even see it, and I forgot it.
Well, that's because it came out the 1996, or maybe that was Titanic. I don't know,
it was
some
like
James Cameron
13
movie.
when that movie came out.
Since you said it was real, then yeah, I'm going to go with real.
Well, it is indeed real, so there is Unobtainium.
Also, you've never seen the movie. How would you know to call it Unobtainium?
Oh, because I've heard of Unobtainium before, because that's just like the dumbest name ever.
Because it's unobtainable?
Yeah. Like, who wrote that? Who came up with that and was like, yeah, I'm going to go home early today. That's a good writing job I did right there.
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, I think he wrote those movies, actually.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron. James Cameron's just been riding the coattails of Kirk Cameron this whole time.
Yeah, they're brothers, so, you know.
And then they have that sister who's in all the Hallmark movies.
Yeah, and the Full House and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, well, last
She's in the Marvel
question
movies,
here.
too.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't remember Candace Cameron popping up in a Marvel movie, but...
I was talking about Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, from Full House to WandaVision.
Yeah, but that's Elizabeth Olsen. The one who's not in it.
Oh, yeah,
is the
that's
one
right.
in. This has many layers.
This is too many layers. I'm homeschooled. I don't know any of these people we're talking about. I just watched Little House on the Prairie.
You know Kirk Cameron.
I do. Yeah, I know Kirk Cameron very well. Garlic coin. The crypto for garlic lovers.
As a lover of garlic,
this is the coin for you.
This is the coin for me. What would be... I keep coming back to what would be the point of having a garlic coin. Can you only use it on garlic? Like...
It's for garlic import-export out of Italy.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's real, because every time I'm like, why would that exist? It's real. And every time I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It's not real.
It's not.
No, garlic coin totally exists.
Garlic coin does indeed exist.
Yes.
It is a real crypto for garlic lovers, created as another meme coin inspired by, of course, Dogecoin.
Shout out to Dogecoin.
You ended pretty strongly there, and I've totally lost count. I think you probably broke about 50-50. So, I don't know. I think we both won. It's America's Day. It's
America's Day.
Everybody wins on America's Day except all the people that don't.
Exactly. Because we're tired of winning so much. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in to our special Tuesday version of Noodles at Noon. Congratulations, Noah, and congratulations, me, for splitting a game. I love how we went communism style. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Everybody gets a trophy. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Noah, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Happy birthday, Brian.
Happy birthday, Brian. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll catch you guys. Oh, you guys are the true winners because we're all winners here. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next time. Later, bye!